Oh, there you are. Oh.
Hey, welcome back to Clegg's Adventures. We're down on the river. It's been a while. Where you been? Down in a hole? Check this out, right out of the hole. As soon as we stepped on the beach, old horseshoe. That's awesome. We'll set it right here. Get it when we go out. If you're new to the channel, my name's Scott. We find treasure here on the river or anything else we can get into. We're mostly looking for artifacts here, but we'll take anything of value or age. I like old stuff. If you want to find it, you found the right channel. We found plenty of old items down here that are very unique. So stay with us. I got my stuff set up down the beach. Should be a good day. The water's up just a little bit, but I wanted to search a little bit higher on the beach anyways. So stay tuned. We'll surface hunt down the beach. See what we can get. Okay, we got all of our stuff set up. We're going to surface hunt down the beach, see what we can find, because the water has been up and down. We got a lot of rain. It's hard to tell what's washed out. But look at this. Did I not tell you? Did I not tell you they had bowling? Check this out. Washed right in. This is a first. Oh, this is the first. I told you they had bowling. We're gonna keep that. That's cool. Wooden. I didn't know these were made out of wood. Get that on the way back. Let's go down. I'm gonna go on down here where we found them killer points, because I think a lot of that mud and junk's washed off. Hard to tell what we'll find. Find a way to get through here. Always navigating this brush. I'll get back with you. I'll find something. Okay, we got something. It's our first point. Looks like maybe a, I don't know, a sharpened down dart point, or it could be a bird point. It's pretty small. I thought it was a rock, as you can see how I would mistake it here. But you can see all this campfire stone coming out of here, being washed out. That right here it was, and it looked like any other rock like this. But look right here. Very well made point too. It's hit something hard when they fired it, because it's not snapped straight across like it broke in the ground. It's kind of got it taking a chip back at, like it's hit something hard when they've shot it. That's not a bad point. It's either a, I would say, a bird point for bow and arrow, or it's a sharpened down table rock dart point. We're on the board. We're on the board. Let's go up here and start some sifting. Get the good stuff. Look this over well. Check this out. And I wouldn't even have seen this had it not been for something else. Look. I was walking along. I saw this marble right here. Went down to pick it up. It's not a bad marble. It's not really old or anything. It's just a cat eye. It's got some play wear or chippiness from all this gravel around here. But right beside of it, just looked like a rock till I got down close to pick that marble up. Here's a pottery shard. And this is about, it's about the size I find them. Maybe 50-cent piece out. I did find that one large piece about that long, but it was real thick, like almost an inch thick. Must have been the bottom of a pot. Let's go up here and find something with a sifter. This surface hunting takes too long. Okay, we got a couple things in the screen. 3 things actually. Had to lose that sweatshirt, man. It's getting pretty warm down here. It's only like 40 something, but you're digging, you get hot. Look in here. Oh, you can't miss a couple of them. We'll pick this one up first. This is another pottery shard. A little bit bigger than the last one. Darker color. You can see where the shell has leached out of it. Leaves little holes, little voids behind. But look at this one. Look at this. Well, you can see all these campfire stones that are busted out. These are ancient campfire stones. These that have been around an Indian campfire, but they're all busted up. Unlike this one right over here. I haven't got it yet, but it's really heavy. I want to get this out of here. It's a really cool one too. It's one of the biggest whole campfire stones I've ever found. And I mean, that was sitting around a native's campfire. They were all probably sitting around here having some mammoth meat. And it's even got a nutting hole in the top of it where they've sharpened a tool on there. That's cool. The only thing it's missing is one little chip right here. I'm gonna get that sometime. But it weighs 40 or 50 pounds. That'll be a 2-trip day. Look at here. It's a fishing sinker, but it's an old fishing sinker. Usually they have the little swivel on the eyelet. This eyelet is brass, it looks like, or copper, and it is fixed down in to the weight. And it's old because look at all that white build up all over it. And it's got a little, it looks like it was in a mold and they poured it like this because it's got a little like a little pommel mark on the bottom. Very old one. That's cool. But look at this. Here's the nice thing. You can't miss it. I know you see that. Check this out. I don't want to show you all this first because there's a story behind every piece. Some stories are hard to figure out, but this one's, you know, pretty self-explanatory. Look at this. Yeah, it's nice. I know the story here. Probably Chief's brother, you know, he's the master tool maker, had a kid, and he's getting a little up in years, you know. He's 42 years old. He has to teach his kids how to knap, make tools to survive. So he takes a piece of flint and he takes it into the little hooch, the little wigwam. Says, son, I'm gonna have to teach you how to knap this point. I'm gonna do one side of it and you do the other side. You know, the Chief's brother, he sat down, he gave a little class and chipped this side up real nice. And he said, son, that's how you do it. I'm gonna go out here and have some more mammoth meat. You holler when you're done at your side. I'm gonna check it out. Wasn't probably 5 minutes. Dad, I'm done, I'm done. Comes in here. He said, well, let me see what you got. Picks it up, looks at it, sees his side. Real nice, nice edge. And then he looks at the boy's side. And he just kind of looking it over, you know. He looks at that side of the point. He's like, looked at the boy, shook his head, said, son, have you ever tried basket weaving? Yeah, I mean, some skills, some people just could not get. So they had to do other things to help out the tribe. All right. So that's not a bad blade there. It's got a little stack there, and it's, the boy all hacked it up on that side, but Chief's brother did nice with his half. Then we got our 2 pottery shards and our vintage sinker and our point. Keep all of our points right there. Let's get back at it. It's looking good. We're gonna hit all this area. We're working right in here on this lip, and we're gonna go up and try to get around these bushes, because you know bushes are good. Oh, we got a good one. We got a loaded screen this time. There is so much stuff right in here. The farther I go up, it seems to be getting thicker. Look here. We got a loaded screen, several items. I'll scan it over. I know you probably can't see this. The nice one's kind of a dark color. We got several things in here. Right here's our first one. It's a nice faceted hematite piece. Look at the facets on that. Oh, smooth. Looks like it's broken off there. Or I don't know, they've kind of rubbed this edge. Yeah, it's got some flat facets. It's a little chippy, but I'd say that was the end of it at one time. That is a nice one. I'll let you know what these are used for here in a little bit. Look at here. There's another pottery piece. A little thicker on this one. It's got some, yeah, a little thicker on this one. Different color. You can see where they've wrapped cord around the outside of it there. Give those lines in it. And then we got this. Let me put this stuff in my pocket. This is pretty nice. Nice little blade. It's just got one chipped out place. I don't know if that was, I would say it's laid against something hard in the ground and chipped up that edge. It's a nice little blade though. Or it could be another practice blade for the Chief's brother's boy. That's a nice blade. But look here, here's the killer. Nice one. It's a long stem point. This thing, It was probably a lot longer at one point. It's been sharpened down so many times, but look at this. Very nice. It's that green flint. And the outside cortex of that green flint is also caramel color. I found one and it was broken open with the green flint inside. Very nice point. Very nice one. I'm not sure if that would have been a knife at one time or a dart point. As seeing that they've sharpened it down that far, I would say a dart point, because I mean, what are you going to cut with a little knobby blade only that big? I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Put our stuff down here. 2 points. Nice. Get that out of my pocket. Yeah, we got a whole little collection of stuff going on here. Got our blade. 2 blades, 2 points. And our hematite piece. We usually find a lot of them hematite pieces. And our pottery shard. Let's get back at it. It's hard to tell what we're going to pull out of there next. It's really concentrated right here. I'll get back with you as soon as I find something else. I'm almost certain of it now. I'm over here loading up these screens. You can see how much I put in there. It'll hold over 100 pounds of junk probably. Look at this. There was a big rock down in here deep. And I dug it out. I thought, is that nutting holes in there? Nah, that's natural. But when I flipped it over, check it out. Let me get the mud off. It's got a nice nutting hole in the top of it. Real nice one. I'm gonna take that. It's only got 1 hole, but still, that's pretty cool. It's a nice one. If you don't know what nutting stones are, go back and watch, I think it's 2 videos ago, human or animal, and I explained it all in there. Real nice. Tool dressers, I think they were. We'll keep our marble in there. They didn't have mason jars back in 10,000 BC, so they had to keep the marbles in nutting stain. Let's get back at it. Oh, it's looking good. Okay, we got another loaded screen. It's a good one. Well, depends what you call good, but I want you to see this over here. Look at this. Now this had to wash in here because I didn't see it, and I've sifted here. I don't know if this is a piece of steel. It's got a number 15 on it. Let's pick it up out of here. It's all there. It looks like a little miniature billiard ball, number 15. What is that? It's awfully small, maybe for a child's billiard table or a small one. It's not like a regular billiard ball. I'll tell you if it floated in here right now. Well, we don't want to lose it. Hold on. Make a little gate. Yeah, it floats. So it's floated in here within the last couple days from up the river somewhere. It's hard to tell what washes out. It's not a hard stone like a billiard ball. It's bakelite. It looks like bakelite. Or bakelite, whatever they called that. Like the first form of plastic. That is awesome. That's got to be old. I mean, look at the number. Even the number looks crude on it. But right over here, look at the screen. We got some stuff in here. Okay, we'll pick it up one at a time. What's it? I didn't even see that. That's nothing. But look at here, here's the biggest thing. Another one. Found one of these in a dump last year. And then a broken one on the riverbank. There's an old homestead that comes out right in here. I find a lot of old bottles and old horseshoes, just old stuff from like 1890s, 1880s. But look at this old doorknob. Not sure how those would have attached. Maybe some kind of epoxy or lead down in there. Hard to tell how many handles have turned, how many hands have turned and opened that door. Probably a house set right up here. That's right. Shut the door! How many times a day I'll shut the door? When you was a kid, how many times you hear that? What's that? A piece of flint. Right here. I thought this was just a rock at first. But it's got a flat place on the bottom. Now it's natural. It's natural. It's not rubbed flat. But on the top, it has been pecked right in this area. Just severely pecked to give it a little indention in there. Maybe like a tie-on weight. Tie-on atlatl weight. Counterweight or something. I don't know. That's pretty cool. And we got this. It's broke. But it's very nice material. Would have been a super Flint Ridge point. Dart point. It's snapped off. It's a bummer on that. Doggone it. We're getting stuff. I'm gonna look these screens over. Oh, here, I want to show you this. This is the last thing in the screen. It's a piece of natural cobble flint here on the river, but this thing has been rolled around in the river. I mean, just thousands and thousands of years, because you can see it's got the cortex of this flintstone just rubbed all the way down to the flinty center. Hope you can see that. That's pretty cool. This one was caramel colored inside, looks like. So that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. And this big honker blade. Now, it's not anything special. Maybe a preform they were trying to work into something, or just a quick blade. You could see these, if you can see that, there's like fault lines in this flint that run up through there, and it's a wonder it didn't break, because it runs all the way around here, and then there's one that runs that way also. That's usually where these points break, on these fault lines in there. Well, that's good. Let's get back in. We're gonna stay right in here. So this place is loaded. Oh yeah, we're getting a whole collection of stuff here. We got our tie-on atlatl weight doorknob. That's too bad on that one. And another big honker blade. Let's get back at it. We almost forgot our Bakelite number 15 billiard ball. Set him right there. And our little cobble flint with the cortex rubbed off. We got some stuff. We got some stuff in here. I'm getting kind of a hole dug there, so you gotta watch you don't step in your hole. Look at this. Here's something cool. I skinned it with a shovel. It's an old key, an old Yale key. But check this thing out. It doesn't have any, it's just flat. It's not worn down either, because I can read it. Right there it says Yale, and it's got some numbers on it. But there's no keyways in it. Up through here, it's just a flat key. It's got to be pretty old. And then we got, get this in my pocket. Then we got this piece of flint here, this little preform. See, this is just a river chert, same as the other one. It's got some cortex right there still left on it. They were trying to work that into something, probably a little triangle, and just give up on it and threw it away. But here's something I don't find a lot of. And I found a few Carter Cave points, not a lot of them. This flint has traveled a long ways, probably 100 miles or more. But here's a nice hunk of it. And you can see what the outer cortex of the stone looks like, where they've chipped that out. It must be in layers or something. But you can see the inside of it. Classic Carter Cave material, like that orange cream color. We got us a point in here, but first, look at this hematite piece. This thing is just, it's worn thin. It's just rubbed completely thin. You can see the abrasion marks on it. I'll show you what these are for here in a minute. But we got us a point here. Very odd looking material. It's very cool, and it's got some chippy places in it. But look at this. What is that made of? It's chipped a little here. Got a little chip out of it right there. That is some odd material. I don't know if that's Flint Ridge. It's red on the tip. It's got several different colors in it. It kind of looks like petrified wood. I don't know. I've heard of people finding petrified wood points. That sure looks like petrified wood to me. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Here's some stuff I didn't show. We'll put that right up there with our points. Too bad we're getting some decent stuff, but just chippy. And we found a lot more pottery shards here. Several of those. And hematite pieces. This one's got a real nice facet on the bottom. Along with this one. We find another one, we'll show you what that was used for. That's our marbles. We found 3 of these white marbles, which I'm convinced that some kid threw a Chinese checker set down over the hill or something. And here, this little broken blade or something, heavily serrated. This tip, broken. I keep all these points, these broken points, in a big bowl. One of these days I'll pull them out, try to match some of them up. Broken tip. And this would have just been killer here. It's like a dovetail base, and this stuff is just like glass. It looks like ice. What a shame on that. Maybe we'll pull the rest of it out of here someday. That's some of the stuff I didn't show. Be right back. Okay, welcome back. I just wanted to show you, a lot of people may not understand what these paint stones are for when I say paint stones. It's hematite. It's very heavy. It's a natural, like, iron ore. A lot of these are really dark with a lot of iron. They would have used to make tools out of, maybe chisels, woodworking tools. But a lot of these have a lot of red pigment in them, and you can see it just rubbing off on my hand. Here's a busted up one. It's not very good. But what they would have done, they would have taken this and rubbed this on a stone like this, and get this paste, get this color out of it, and you can see how it just rubs all off. There's a lot of pigment in this one. It's a light red color. Then they would have just mixed this with some water or like animal fat and used that for paint. Yeah, like that, see? That means you're going to war right there. But look at this one. Now I got this junk all over me. I found this last year on video. I don't know which video it was on, but it has, I didn't know it was anything at first, but when I flipped it over, it has a channel in it where they have rubbed this, I'm assuming, on an arrow shaft to color arrow shafts. And that is a really cool piece. Very cool piece. I just wanted to clear that up, and let's get back at digging. We forgot one thing in here. Well, 2. I found something else. I'll show you in a second. Right here, it's just a broke. Again, it had like a quartz fault line in it, you can see there, and that's where it broke, right on that line. Would have been a big, probably a big triangle point or a sharpened down blade. That, and look at this. I found this stone. It's a Hammerstone. Man, this thing is polished, just super smooth. Super smooth polish on that. But around this side here, it's all beat up. And around this edge here, it's all beat up, like a Hammerstone for fine chipping. And on the side, it's got chips like guy must have had a crooked wrist or something. Every time he'd hit it, it would kick down like that and hit the side. So that's cool. I don't know why they'd have to smooth that up. Maybe it's naturally smooth, but I've never felt a rock that smooth. It's like glass. You can see abrasion marks in it when I do that. I know this camera doesn't show high detail. Very cool, very cool. Don't let it there, scratch it. That and another broke. Well, that one would have been pretty nice. Little fat triangle there. Let's get back at it. Always excitement down here at the river. Something happening. The other day I heard a roar. I mean, it was just roaring. I thought it was a train at first. I thought it just kept getting louder and louder. By the time it was already on me, it was a C-130, and he was flying like maybe 100 feet off the water. I didn't have time to get the camera out. But the other night I was down here, looked over there, and something was buzzing and arcing. A telephone pole or something, a huge transformer over here on the Ohio side, caught fire, and it lit the whole hillside. It was going up the side. Luckily, that's like a cliff line up in there, because it couldn't travel very far. Check this out. This is Clegg's Adventures reporting live back at the river. The ignition source, transformer, or whatever is burning has lit back up and buzzing loudly. The fire's spreading up the hill, but seems to be losing ground. Probably just leaves burning. Well, I've moved a lot of sand and mud today. Hopefully when these winter floods come in, it should just clear this beach. All these leaves and sticks and all this stuff will be gone. Wait till you see. Well, you can look on my last videos from last year. In this area, it's just a lot better. Anyway, I found this right here. It's the back or the cutting edge of a really old hatchet, I would say. Very old. So, I mean, I don't know if I'm going to keep that. I mean, it's not very good shape. But here's the things we got today. I'm going to put a picture of these here in a minute. But if you like this video, chances are you're going to like my past videos and my future videos. So make sure you subscribe, yada, yada, yada. We'll catch you on the next one.